Everyone. So today the Lakers take on the Memphis Grizzlies for Game 3 in an opportunity to go up 2-1 on the series. It will be the first home game that will be a sold-out crowd for the Lakers since LeBron James came to the Lakers. The first year they didn't make the playoffs. Next year was the bubble year. Third year was limited capacity as far as attendance. And then last year didn't make the playoffs. This year we are in the playoffs and we will have a full crowd. And you know that they are going to go after Dillon Brooks based on everything that he said. He's been chirping. He said some choice words for LeBron James, calling him old, amongst other things. And there is that sort of idea of like, hey, you just poked the bear. LeBron James is coming. And to refresh everybody of what was said, this is what he had to say. I don't care. He's old. You know what I mean. Brooks said of 38-year-old James. I was waiting for that. I was expecting him to do that Game 4, Game 5. He wanted to say something when I got my fourth foul. He should have been saying that earlier on. But I poke bears. I don't respect no one that doesn't come and give me 40. Now, first off, Dillon Brooks, he's a big talker. He's a dude that, thinks he's better than he is. He thinks he's prime Jordan, and in reality, he's just a role guy that can make an argument that shouldn't even be starting, period. But this is his stats against LeBron James. So LeBron James, with Dillon Brooks as the primary defender, is averaging 26 points on 61.1% field goals, just under 43% from three, and he has 0 turnovers. Dillon Brooks might as well not even be out there guarding LeBron James. LeBron James doesn't even see Dillon Brooks. And, I mean, you can make the same argument that Dillon Brooks would say, oh, he's chirping. Like, where was Dillon Brooks' trash talk after Game 1? Seemed really quiet. Didn't really seem like he was saying much after Game 1, but you win Game 2 and all of a sudden you have a bunch to say, right? All of a sudden LeBron's old, yada, 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 even though he dropped 28 on you guys, right? So the fact that, okay, you didn't put 40, sure. You won the game? Sure. Now, your team is the worst road team, or one of the worst road teams in the league. You won 16 road games this year. Now you have to go in LA and beat LeBron James in his home court with that crowd. And again, he's just talking. Dillon Brooks is a guy that you can make an argument shouldn't even be playing. He might not play on most teams. He's an offensive liability. Lakers are basically letting him just shoot, and outside of that, he's not stopping anybody. Like, literally, there's not a single person that he's shut down or made have to work harder to get a shot. Guys were just not hitting shots in Game 2. It wasn't because Dillon Brooks was guarding them. It was because guys just couldn't make shots. Guys were getting wide open looks. Nothing was happening. But here's the thing. LeBron James can't take the bait because the Memphis Grizzlies, they're a bad road team. They don't have Ja Morant, who's the one guy that can just go off, right? He's the one guy that could go get 40 for the Memphis Grizzlies without having to have a historic crazy night, right? So with that, they need something that plays into their hand that will kind of give them that advantage, give them that edge. And LeBron James taking it personally and saying, okay, watch, I'm going to go drop 40 on you guys, could be that edge. Because the Lakers are better in every way when LeBron James is playing within the team rather than being the team, right? LeBron, when he is playing out of his mind, he's giving you 40, and guys aren't really doing nothing, and it's just kind of the LeBron James show, and everyone's just standing around. We're not as good. Right? And look, LeBron knows this. LeBron isn't dumb, right? He's one of the smartest basketball players we've ever seen. He might even be the smartest basketball player we've ever seen. And so he knows that they're trying to bait him in. And I don't mind if LeBron goes and drops 30 plus. And look, if it's a game where we need him to go give us 40, fine. LeBron's given us nearly 30 a game, right? And he's shooting 8 threes a game. So nobody can stop him. Like, look at it like this. So LeBron is shooting roughly 8 threes a game, and he's still shooting 50% from the field, going 1 of 8, stuff like that, right? So that means when he's driving, nobody's stopping him. He's getting right to the basket. He either misses the shot because he just misses the shot, or he's making it, dunking it, whatever, right? So he could just put his head down all game and just go walk to the basket and go get 40 if he wants to. But are other guys getting involved? Now, the beauty with LeBron is he's a guy that can go get 40, 10, and 10. and still keep guys involved. But I don't want to see him, like something that we've talked about and many people agree is that, LeBron basically ball hogging and shooting fadeaway threes all game and just getting guys out of the rhythm isn't the best look for LeBron James, right? It's not the best look for this team. Again, this team just plays really well. Game 1, we essentially dominated start to finish. Outside of that second quarter, for basically 40 of 48 minutes, we were hands and away the best team on that court. And even game 2, as poorly as we played, the Lakers with 2.5 minutes left were only down 2 scores. We were down 6. As terrible as the Lakers played, they were still in that game and still had an opportunity to win that game. And so that just gives me all the confidence in the world that as poorly as we play, we can still beat them even when we do play poorly. And I don't expect them to play that bad, right? Anthony Davis, I don't expect him to have that bad of a game on the offensive end. He was great defensively, but I don't. Austin Reeves had literally everybody but LeBron James and Rui Hachimura all had terrible shooting games. And so I imagine at least 1 or 2 other guys are going to step up. But LeBron, I don't want to see him take the bait that Dillon Brooks is clearly trying to do. Dillon Brooks is poking the bear because he wants the bear to try to chase him, right? He wants the bear to wake up and try to go for 50 so that way he can go, oh, see, look. And that kind of plays into Memphis's hand, right? Keep everybody else pedestrian. Let LeBron go get his 50 and take other guys out of the game, where we're best when Anthony Davis gets going. Again, look at game 1. We dominated that game primarily because you had 5 guys who almost scored 20. D'Lo was the only one that did it, and he had 19. Right? You had Rui with 29. He almost scored 30. LeBron and AD had 22, 25. You had Austin Reeves who had 22, 23, something like that. So you had several guys in that game. That's when we're at our best. That's when the Lakers are essentially unbeatable because everybody's clicking, everything's going, guys are hitting shots, they're building confidence, all that stuff. LeBron doesn't need that. One, LeBron doesn't need to prove anything. He's already one of, if not the greatest players to ever play the game. What else does he have to prove? 2, he knows that he needs other people. 3, is he old? Yeah, of course he's old, but he's still giving you the business. Dillon Brooks is talking like he's just some straggler out there. LeBron James in 1 quarter is giving more production than what Dillon Brooks is giving Memphis the entire game. So for him to talk about something, basically what you're saying is you're worse than an old man. Okay. If anything, you're just making yourself look worse. But again, I think it's part of the bait. Let's get LeBron focused on trying to beat us by himself, which I don't think LeBron will take the bait, but I could see him kind of doing a couple plays established early, crowd starts going wild, starts loving it, right? Great example is look at the Jay Crowder situation, right? Jay Crowder and LeBron, they were chirping, all that stuff. LeBron is sitting there making him look like his son and all that stuff, and we were cruising, but it became about that rather than the game, right? Other people kind of got lost in translation rather than just sticking to the flow of the game. Now, obviously, if we need LeBron to go get 40, then sure, right? But I don't want LeBron to go get 40 to prove a point to Dillon Brooks and sacrifice the rest of the team. You know what proves the point? Sending Memphis home. If you send the Memphis Grizzlies home and you send them packing and you just turn out the noise, Dillon Brooks could talk his way all the way to his couch. Let him sit at home and watch the Lakers advance to the second round. Because Memphis, I don't see them winning this series. I don't. Lakers should win this series in 5 or 6. I really think the Lakers are going to win both home games. And once you do that, it's 3-1. It just comes down to is Memphis going to win the other home game or are they not? And Lakers will close it out in LA. Ideally, I would love for the Lakers to just win the next 3, get some rest, get ready for that Sacramento or Warriors game, Golden State game, whichever one comes out. That series very likely could go 7 games, and it very well might. Warriors finally got a win in that series, and that might be a game where every team just wins the home games, and then that goes to game 7, and then it's just this just onslaught, and then now they got to play the Lakers, and hopefully the Lakers are fully rested, and they've killed each other leading into the Lakers series. That would be great. That would be fantastic. But look, Dillon Brooks is going to talk, right? And it's easy to talk when you're winning. Again, he was as quiet as a church mouse when they lost game 1 after sitting there talking about how we want the Lakers and blah, blah, blah. What's he going to say after he goes down 2-1? Probably nothing. Then when he goes down 3-1, then what is he going to say? And even the media was trying to bait LeBron into it, which is why I don't think LeBron will cave into it, because even the media was trying to say stuff and, trying to get him to react. And he was like, hey, look, I ain't got time for the, the BS. I'm here to play our game. Let's show up. LeBron knows. Dude, LeBron James has more experience by himself than the entire Memphis Grizzlies team in the playoffs. I saw some stat. It was something like LeBron has 283 playoff games, something like that. And the entire Memphis Grizzlies team has 219 or something. I might be a little off on those numbers, but point is that LeBron James has more playoff experience than the entire Memphis Grizzlies combined. LeBron knows what he's doing, right? And he knows that he's chirping. I just don't want LeBron to try to go out and show oh yeah, watch this, and go get 40 and it just takes everybody out. I'd rather him get guys going. Now, if guys aren't getting it going and we're starting to have a game 3 like we did in game 2, if that's happening and Reeves isn't knocking down shots and, D'Lo isn't knocking down shots and, Memphis is starting to pull away a little bit, then yeah, I would like to see LeBron go get 10 straight points, right? Go get 20 by halftime, right? Something like that if we have to. But guys are hitting. Things are going well. D'Lo's got it going. Reeves has got it going. AD has got it going. You get those guys going, and LeBron, finishes with 12 points. I don't care, right? Win the game. That's all that matters. Whether LeBron has to go get 40 or he only has to go get 10 just to keep his, double-digit streak alive. However he goes about it, I could care less. The point is, win the game. Win the game. Don't buy into the noise. Tune it out. Get it done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Look, I'm sure you watching this, as much as I do, would love to see LeBron go drop 50 on Brooks and just laugh in his face. But I don't think that that's the answer. But do you agree? Do you disagree? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know down